Presented by OnX. Broadcasting from the Prairie Sportsman Studios. This week's show is brought to you by Ottertail Lakes Country. Go to ottertaillakescountry.com. Show off your pride for the outdoors with new gear from the Sporting Journal Radio store. Go to sportingjournalradio.com, click on store, and browse our selection of hoodies, hats, mugs, and more at sportingjournalradio.com.
All right, well, the fishing opener is not too far away. We're just a couple of weeks out, and of course, the governor's fishing opener is in Ottertail County for real this time, and we're going to talk to Erik Osberg from Ottertail Lakes Country about that right now. Erik, let's bring you on the show here. Whoop. And there we go. How's it going, Erik?
I'm good. How are you, Bret?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I still haven't broke out my open water fishing gear yet, but I have a feeling I should probably do that pretty soon.
You should check your line, see if it's old, if it's at least
old.
At least the end of it, cut off 10 feet and retie a jig or something. But I haven't been out much either. I did make a run for the Rainy River, and that was productive. And we've tried a little bit around here for panfish, but it's just still too cold water. I think, I don't know, or I'm a bad angler, but I haven't tried much, and I haven't found anything the few times that I did yet.
Well, I think we got fooled when it warmed up a little bit early, and then all of a sudden it got cold again, and it's been cold here now for a little while. So I think the water temps are a little bit slower to warm up than we were hoping for.
Yeah, we had mid 40s last time I was out for water temps, 45, 46. So I wasn't on my favorite lake but anyways, I didn't see much. And plus I've been busy planning for the governor's fishing opener. So that's my excuse.
I'm sorry. What did you say your favorite lake was again? What was that?
Exactly. It's Lake Nunya. It's Lake Nunya.
I fished that lake before.
Yeah. Right next to Lake Area Lake and Lake X.
Lake Minotel. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't you want to know?
Well, the governor's fishing opener, it was scheduled for last year, of course, in Ottertail County. Didn't happen. We all know why. It is happening this year, though. Correct, Erik?
Well, I'll knock on wood. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm 99.9% sure. We've done a lot of modifications. It won't look like the other openers, that you've attended. The good news is, it might make fishing the centerpiece, right? Like it is the fishing opener, right? And it gets, sometimes we get out of scope, right? When we do these types of events. And so hopefully the good news is fishing is now back at the forefront. And the other good news is just outdoor recreation in general, right? Like if the last 13, 14 months has taught us anything, it's that the outdoors can be super therapeutic. And so we're encouraging our guests, the media guests like yourself and the other invitees and the sponsors and this is where it gets really cute, is to go out and find their inner otter. So we have, outdoorsy expeditions where people can hike, bike, paddle, fish, obviously, and do so safely and outside and then the other thing that we have planned and is, rather than having it, and I think we talked about this last time, rather than having it all at one place, is we're encouraging, here's a list of restaurants that you should go eat at, right? And here's a coupon, right? All you got to do is hand them this coupon. Dinner's on us. And again, we're gonna put people at different resorts. You're gonna stay at this resort, somebody else is gonna stay at this resort, somebody else is gonna stay at this resort. So again, not only do we get to celebrate the outdoors, but I'm hoping we get to inject some cash into the local economy. The hospitality industry has had a rough year, especially our restaurants, and hopefully we can get people out there to try some good food and go outside and have some fun and then we've got some other fun games that we hope people play.
I know it's hard for a state to try to put on an event and invite people the public out to an event someplace and when a pandemic is going on. I understand that, but they were also big proponents of going outside and going fishing.
Right.
Saw a record number of fishing licenses sold and probably hunting licenses sold as well too. Encouraged outdoor distance type activities, and having that plan in place, which is what it sounds like you've got, seems about perfect for me.
It fall in line exactly. Like again, we don't know where we're going to be at come May 15th or May 14th, right? As far as the dials go or whatever, or if there's a surge or this. But again, to that point, we can still go for a walk, right? We can still go to Maplewood State Park and go for a walk or go for a bike ride. The one thing that I wanted to make sure that I did mention is, so to your point about the stateness of this thing. So we have an online fishing derby. So this again, modified, right? So we're running an online fishing derby through the Fish Donkey app. It's for those that have been around the online fishing derbies, they might be familiar with Fish Donkey. Mm-hmm. And anybody in the state, any public water, okay, if you can fish any public water and it's free, so there's no entry fee, okay? So it's open to any public water in the entire state of Minnesota. It's free, and it's called the Only NMN Cup. So again, this is a newfangled thing. You're going to be able to. It's a walleye only tournament. It's there you go. You found it there. So there's the Only NMN Cup, and you can catch a walleye. You're giggling.
Well, I'm giggling because you never know what's going to end up on the page when you pull up a newspaper.
I saw that. I saw that too. I saw that too. So anyway, so we're having the Only NMN Cup. It starts at midnight, and it goes until 4 p.m. And we've got some decent prizes. We're giving away a $1,000 gift card to Mills Fleet Farm. We're giving away a $500 gift card to Mills Fleet Farm. We're giving away a $500 gift card to spend anywhere in Otter Tail County. We're giving away a $400 gift card to Blackfish. They make, good rain gear and stuff like that. And so, again, this is the opener reimagined, right? So no matter where the dial is on the 15th, everybody in the state can feel like they're participating in this statewide event simply by going to Fish Donkey, downloading the app, going to the thing, looking for the Only NMN Cup. And then with the other cool thing that we did for folks like you or other boat hosts is we had a judge ruler made. Now, you don't need one of these to fish in the Derby, right? You're going to have your own measuring device, and we're not going to send you one of these, if you enter the Derby. But anyways, so we reimagined the event. Less PowerPoints and more fishing, I guess, is the way I would describe it, right? Like, that's the way we're doing it.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I always enjoy the presentations and the meals and some of the other events that go on at these governors' openers. But the best parts are always the fishing or the adventures or learning about the local communities and going out and seeing some of the, the state parks or the landmarks or whatever the case may be. So I'm kind of excited about that, to be able to just go and explore and see some of these. Is that for me to Dan's with us too, of course. Dan Amundson's got some footage. Oh, look at this guy. Almost looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, we get lucky every once in a while. This is my boy Willie. I'm pretty sure that's a walleye coming up eventually. But and the other thing that we're doing, Brett, is, as you very well know, there's a lot of good pan fishing opportunities up here. And so you, as a member of the media, if you want to go pan fishing on Friday, you could go pan fishing on Saturday too. But again, Friday was historically, indoors stuff or power, to your point, right? Like, but on Friday, if you don't want to wait till Saturday to go fishing, we've got boat hosts lined up that'll take you pan fishing on. So you could go fishing on Friday, and then you could go fishing on Saturday. There's Garrett Sphere, one of our favorites, and that's a big bluegill that Willie and I got. Well, Willie got when he was with Garrett. Yeah, if it'll keep going, I think you'll see a shot of Willie holding that thing up, and it's a big fish.
He's going to be like a pro angler, isn't he? Like
he's so spoiled. He's spoiled rotten. I wrecked him. He's got a shot. He does. He's not, and I don't think he'll get upset if I say this. He's not a great baseball player. He's not a great basketball player, but there's the shot, right? Like that's just a massive bluegill. And of course it went back. We let it go, but he's got a good hook set. It's like watching your kid hit a home run in Little League sometimes when he sets the hook.
Sure.
But yeah, so we're going fishing on Friday. We're going fishing on Saturday. And we are offering again, for invited guests, for invited media, we're offering a tour of the Lund Boat Factory in New York Mills. Lund Boats is one of the big sponsors of this event. So there is a little bit of indoorsy stuff, but of course we're following all the rules, six people at a time, all that stuff. So yeah, I guess I would encourage anybody who sees this, if you've never participated in an online derby before, check out Fish Donkey, look for the Only NMN Cup, and you could beat the governor at his own opener, so to speak.
Well, that's the other cool thing about it, because I've gone to a number of these events for a while now, and we always promote it, because that's kind of the whole idea, is to promote the local community and to tell, the media like myself are invited so we can spread the word and tell the story about these local communities. But it's not necessarily like, hey, come join us in Otter Tail County. It's like, hey, we're in Otter Tail County. These are all the things you can do there. Come check it out at some point. But what you're doing this year is a lot more inclusive of people that, are around the state. It's something they can participate in, whereas there wasn't always an opportunity like that in the past, I think, other than a community picnic where people could come to. But as far as fishing, it was like everybody's on your own for fishing, but a way to participate in the local opener there with the Fish Donkey Amp, I think, is great.
Yeah, and that was, as we analyze this event, again, historically speaking, it's an invitation only, media driven event, right? And so we're like, all right, what can we do to let the public, to your point, let the public feel like they're participating without asking them to work, right? We're going to need a bunch of volunteers, right? So that's, we need boat hosts, and we need, people at the landings helping out and all that stuff. But I don't want people to feel like we're the only way they can participate is work. This way, again, if somebody's going to Mille Lacs for the opener, or they're going to Vermilion for the opener, or they're going to Minnetonka for the opener, if they want to feel like they're participating in this event, all they got to do is download the app, sign up, and it's free. So what I had hoped to start was like a traveling trophy, right? Like the Stanley Cup, the Only NMN Cup, and then if the next community could they'd have and then the next community and the next community. That's the intent, anyways. That it might be such a bad idea that nobody else wants to do it ever. But
I think it's a great
we'll find
idea.
out.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it's all right. So,
what else? There is something else that I want to plug on the show here real quick that the public can participate in, and that's a chance to win a new boat, right?
Yeah, and speaking of Lund, and we've had a lot of good support. Lund Boats has been a big sponsor. Shoremaster Docks and Lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts, Thumper Pond, Leighton Brock. There's some big people that have stepped up, but Lund really stepped up, and they donated a brand new 1875 Impact XS with 150 horsepower Mercury. It's got a trolling motor. It's got a Loran step finder system. It's a $48,000 rig, right? And we're selling raffle tickets. They're only $20. There's only 5,000 are getting sold, and if anybody wants to, they can go to ottertaillakescountry.com, and that's our website. Yeah, there's us. There's a walk through the boat. There's the Lowrance system. It's just a big, beautiful boat. I've been dragging the boat around the county doing what we call the Lund Boat Raffle Tour. and showing people the rig. And trailer's nice, and somebody's going to get and we're giving that away on May 8th, which is the weekend before the opener. So that way you could use it on the opener, no matter where you are. And you don't have to be a Minnesota resident or anything like that. Tickets are just $20. And if you go to ottertaillakescountry.com, you'll find out how you can buy them. If you need to, get a hold of me and we can work something out and we'll get some tickets in your hands. But it's a big, beautiful boat.
Can we work something out where you just give me the boat? Is that what do you mean? Oh,
no, we can't. We can't work that out. But we could. We're running a special, so they're normally $20, but if you buy 5, it's just $100.
Oh, that sounds like a great deal. I like it.
Deal.
Well, I need new electronics. Like I have a Lowrance unit that kind of stopped working on me, so I need some new electronics. So I'm definitely buying a ticket because I'd love to win the boat too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just going to do it for the electronics.
You might as well get the boat.
All right,
right.
Win the electronics, we'll throw the boat in for free.
Yeah, we'll take that. So
that's cool.
So no, it should be a fun weekend. It'll be different, right? Like it'll be different. But hopefully with the online fishing derby with Fish Donkey, everybody feels like they can participate. And as long as if the weather cooperate, that's the hardest part, right? Like, and because the opener is just a little bit later, right? Like maybe that one extra week. Like if it's 57 degrees with a light south wind, I mean, you've been to Otter Tail County. It shows it sells itself, right? Mm-hmm. So if we can get people there, and we can be outside and enjoy our time outside, I think it's going to be a fabulous weekend.
Well, I'm just glad that this year we don't have to worry about there being any ice left on the lakes. I've been to a number of these where we've got, we were going to fish this lake, but we're going to have to go to this one because there's still ice on it. Or you wake up to snowfall on the opener or whatever.
And that could happen, right? Like that's Mother Nature's in charge. But you're right. The ice is gone. We're 100% ice free. So that won't be an issue. As long as, to your point, as long as it's not snowing I would take snow. I'd take snow over rain. Now, snow means it's cold, right? But even unless it's a really soft, warm rain, I guess I would take that. But we got to plan for all possibilities. So it's not like we're canceling it if it's raining or snowing. Like it's happening.
Is there going to be a meet and greet with the otter somewhere along the way?
The otter will be around. The otter will be available for interviews or for commentary or photos or whatever. The otter will be, your inner otter will be there for sure.
And where can people find more info, or are you going to be doing some stuff on Facebook or anything that people can follow along with? I mean, obviously all of us media entities will be doing stuff too, but where can we follow your stuff?
So Otter Tail Lakes Country, if you're on Facebook, Otter Tail Lakes Country, it's got a circle logo with a little otter face on it. That's where we're pushing out a lot of the stuff there. Obviously, we're on Twitter, Instagram as well. If you're familiar with the Outdoor Report, we'll be using that platform to highlight the happenings and things of that nature. Again, our website, ottertaillakescountry.com, is a good place to start. If you're interested in the governor's opener specifically, you can go to mngovernorsopener.com. There's just all sorts of places that you can get more information.
Well, I am familiar with the Outdoor Report because we used some of your video footage of catching suckers with Randon last week. So
that's awesome. Anything to help the cause, man. You know what's crazy, Brett? I don't know how much time we got, but that YouTube is hard, right? Mm-hmm. Like at least I struggle with YouTube, at least getting views or subscribers or whatever, right? Like I'm pumping out the wrong content all the time. That how to catch suckers video is like pretty popular, right? Yeah. Like it kind of like I've had other videos that I've put so much time and energy and effort into, and big beautiful bass or big beautiful walleyes. and here's me and my kid with a GoPro catching suckers, and people seem to think it helps.
I know that struggle. I know that struggle well. Gosh.
YouTube. Darn you, YouTube.
Yeah, you put hours and hours into shooting with an expensive camera and then editing it and then putting it out there, picking the right music and doing it just right, and it gets, some viewership. And then somebody films their cat farting, and it's like 1.5 million.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm too old, right? Like I'm too gray in the hairs. I don't get it, but just cranking them out and hope you get lucky, I guess.
Well, just next time you go bass fishing, bring a cat that farts, and be good to go.
We're good to go. That's right. That's
all right.
The bit.
Eric, Ottertail Lakes Country, OttertailLakesCountry.com. Good luck with the opener this year, and thanks for the time today.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see you there.
Absolutely.
This has been the Finding Fins Fishing Podcast, part of the Sporting Journal Radio family. Subscribe wherever you get podcasts, or go to findingfins.com and make sure to like our sponsors.
Did you know there are more than 1,000 lakes in Ottertail County?
Yep, and I'm going to fish as many as I can. I'm an outdoorsy otter. Nothing beats a full day of fishing for me. The lakes of Ottertail County give me plenty of options to lower my boat and snag the perfect catch. Not an outdoorsy otter? No problem. Ottertail County has something for everyone. You just need to find your inner otter.
To find your inner otter, go to OttertailLakesCountry.com.